let's get going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, let's play some Spelunky 2 on stream. What a surprise. We'll do the daily challenge. It's the September 5th daily challenge, and I am sure that we will probably lose. But maybe we won't. I mean, maybe today's the day that I take a daily challenge all the way to 799. It's hard to tell, all things considered. Perhaps I am become cracked at Spelunky. Or I am become death. One of the two. Okay, you gotta chill, brother. We outie. Goodbye. I PO'd the Geo, and now I got a Geo, okay? Goodbye. It's a hell of a day today on Twitter. There's been a lot of people talking about indie games on Twitter recently. And they have primarily been discussing how some games should not be classified as indie games. Which, granted, I agree completely. There are some games that should not be classified as indie games. It was a conversation that was started by Splattercat on Twitter. If you don't know Splat, he's a good dude. Big indie game and roguelike content creator, primarily indie game content creator. And he brought up how everybody and their mother calls Dave the Diver an indie game, and Dave the Diver is literally made by a company that is a subsidiary of Nexon, and Nexon is, I'm mad, legitimately like the 3rd largest gaming company in the world or something like that. They have a net worth of like $17 billion, I think. So yeah, like Dave the Diver is not an indie game. Like 300 people worked on Dave the Diver. It is not an indie game, and I'm gonna tell you, there's like a above 50% chance that Dave the Diver will end up nominated for like Indie Game of the Year later this year. And it's stupid because it should not be, and I completely agree on that front. Where the conversation started to go haywire is the person that was like, well, if we're considering that one to not be an indie game, then how about every game that Devolver publishes? And I was like, I mean, sure. And to be fair, like, Splat agreed with them. He was like, Devolver games are not indie games because they are a large company that is funding the games. And I'm like, it's fine, right? But publishing is not making. Like that is exactly it. If you're gonna go down the publisher versus creator route, you have to look at you have to look at indie games that do not have publishers. In which case, in this day and age, it's like freaking none, dude. Like the indie game publishing space has pretty much imploded over the past like year or two. Pretty much every indie game you can think of has a publisher. Hell, look at a game, and this is not to crap on a game that I enjoy, okay? Because the reality is, it's a very good game. But you take a look at a game like Paper Planet, okay? Paper Planet is published by Two Left Thumbs, okay? Published. Paper Planet is an indie game made by one dude. That's an indie game, brother. Don't, that's hot. Don't really care what anybody says. So you can't make the argument of, well, if it has a publisher, it's not an indie game. Because that's just, like, clinically insane to say that. But then what is the distinction, right? What makes it an indie game? And I'm gonna be real, I don't really have the answer for you, okay? And frankly, and this is kind of what my point was with my tweet this morning, I don't really care. I don't really care, like, at all. I have zero interest in sitting here and having conversations about, oh, well, pushes up nose. I think that this one might be an indie game because it only had 3 people that worked on it instead of this one that had 4 people that worked on it. I think that extra person is what really pushes it over the edge as an indie game. Like, just play the game. Who cares? Just play the game. Like none of this matters at all. It's needless conversation for people that just want to complain on Twitter about something. Which of course is what I did. I proceeded to go and complain about it on Twitter. But that's beside the point, because I am the protagonist in this scenario, so I am allowed to complain about things and farm it for Twitter views. But anyway, I made the mistake, and I should have known, but it was 7 a.m. this morning when I woke up when I made the tweet, because I was thinking about it while I was in the shower preparing for the day. I put in the tweet that people love labeling games, and they need to stop being so insane with labeling games. I went the wrong side. We're still gonna go Volcano. I'll just bomb down there. And I made the joke in the tweet about somebody saying it's a roguelike, not a roguelite, or it's a roguelite, not a roguelike, or the whole roguelike versus roguelite argument. And I didn't really expect people to get mad at it. And then, like, some people got really mad. Some people got really mad at it. And they were like, well, that's because they're two different games. And it's like, I know that there are some people out there that have made it their, like, entire personality to say that roguelite games and roguelike games are two different things. But the difference is one letter. Yeah, exactly. The difference is one letter. It's whether or not you spell roguelike with a K or roguelike with a T and call it a roguelite. And people did not like that on Twitter, like, at all. They were like, you're Satan? Like, you're the worst person I've ever met in my life. So I basically just fought with people on Twitter all day. And I'm really happy that there's nobody in the chat right now that's like, oh, I kind of think it matters, because I would roast the frick out of you right now. I can't get up there, brother. That's a problem. It's a big issue. Let's hit you. Put you right here. Turn around, please. Oh, I can't get up. Okay. How are we gonna do this? You ready for some chaos theory? Okay. This ain't gonna work. This is just simply not going to go well. You know what? Goodbye. Goodbye. I don't need to do this. I don't need to do this. But it's just insane. People freaking love labeling stuff, man. And don't get me wrong, there was one person who got really mad to the point where they read my initial tweet and then responded to me and then blocked me on Twitter. I went to go reply to the message and I was like, what the hell? Why is my tweet not going through? And then I looked at his page and I'm blocked. The dude hated my opinion that much, he blocked me after one tweet. I was like, man, that's a tough one. Thought we were gonna have a fun conversation, but apparently not. Guess you just gave up that one immediately. But there was one dude who was like, labeling things is so important. If you're advocating for getting rid of all labels, how are we supposed to ever know what a genre of game is? And I was like, hey, dumbass, where in my tweet? Point to where in my tweet. Point to where the tweet hurt you. Point to in the tweet where it says I want to remove all labels on Steam. Because all I said is, you people care about labels too much. And guess what that person does? He cares way too much about labels. So, point proven, the way I see it. I needed you. I need a way to get to Monty, which is gonna be a true disaster class in Spelunking. But give it a second. There's ways. You go up here. This jump is makeable, okay? Don't care what the people say. This jump is makeable. It's so makeable. Okay? There's gonna be a spider in here. I'm so glad there wasn't a spider. I'm so glad there wasn't a spider in there. Hold on. There's gotta be a solution. There's gotta be a solution to my mishap. There ain't no solution to my mishap, brother. We out of here. I need to go. Okay, it's all good. But dude, like, it's like, and I'm going to say the words, and this is where, like, now I'm probably gonna lose a chunk of you, okay? But it's definitely Gen Z's fault. Okay? It's Gen Z's fault. And I understand that I am technically Gen Z. But here's, like, the issue. Y'all grew up with Steam. Okay? And Steam is half of the damn problem with this entire situation. This is a big issue, by the way. I gotta do something janky like this. That was probably the coolest thing I've ever done in Spelunky. I'd like you all to clap when you get the chance. Thank you. But y'all grew up with Steam to where you think that, you know, every game needs to have, like, full written documentation about how to do everything in the game, and here's labels for how to search everything, and here's this, that, and the other. You know what I used to do when I was a kid? You'd roll up to frickin' GameStop, there'd be 400 games on the wall, and you'd have no idea what the hell game you were buying. Your mom gave you $20 to go buy a Game Boy game, and you end up picking out, you know, Pac-Man World, and you're like, oh, I've seen Pac-Man before. And then the game sucks, and then you cry until Christmas, okay? Now on Steam, you go on Steam, and there's like 150,000 games that are all 99 cents. And people are complaining, they're like, well, I opened up the Steam page, and it was tagged as a roguelike, but it was actually a roguelite. And the meta progression was more of a tactical meta progression, but it was labeled as a strategic meta. It's like, just shut up. It's like, it doesn't matter. Nobody cares that much about what the labels on Steam games are. Nobody. And then there were a couple game devs that popped in and were like, well, my game's performing poorly because people are mislabeling games on Steam, so my game has fallen out of traction. And it's like, no, brother, your game isn't getting covered because it's bad, okay? Like, that's why you don't have views on it. You didn't market your game, or your game is bad. Not because Steam's algorithm didn't tag your game right, okay? As a people just, they complain about freaking everything. Every little damn thing they complain about. Just do what I do and play Spelunky every stream instead, okay? Do what I do and complain that nobody's playing the pyramid on Twitter, even though I don't promote it anywhere, okay? It's not that hard. If we all just did that, everybody would be happy. Orbital, thank you for the 22 months in a row. I'm doing my rant that I would normally do to you in private DMs here live on stream instead. Hope you don't mind. I saved you from this this conversation today. Also, thank you Dig and Hide as well for the resub. Chucky person with the resub. Sorry I missed those. They were during the intro, I believe, or they weren't. I don't remember. I don't know. Frick me, dude. You think I know a gosh darn thing? Odds that I kill myself on this Kali altar? Gonna hit that one with a 150, brother. 150%. And don't get me wrong, I definitely have things in life where I'm like, I care way too much about the details of it. And there are people that are like that. I understand. I'm not hating on people. Like, there was one person that was like, I just like labeling things. And I'm like, that's fine. I'm not telling you can't label some stuff. You know what, brother? Label away. I'm chill with you labeling things. What's in here? It's just a crate. Blood runs cold. My memory's just been sold. My angel is the centerfold. Can we figure out where we're going, please? This is the wrong direction. I actually need the rope here, which is extremely depressing. Okay, goodbye. That's a big issue, my guy. That's a big issue. Get ready for the worst run through here we'll pretty much ever do. Because guess who is coming on the right side? It's Mr. Ghosty. So, I gotta go, okay? It's time to leave. Goodbye. Beautiful, don't kill me. I'm gonna slip right up the center. I need to do this. I need to do this. Great shot. He's the best to ever do it. Give me back my arrow. I'm out. Okay. Everything's fine. You need not be concerned. I know it looks kind of spicy because the ghost is following us. But it's fine. Is the pyramid truly a game? Don't get me started. Yes, a lifestyle. Okay. It's time for Tyler to get the heck out of here. I am gonna free these suckers real quick. And then, if you don't mind, sir, I'm gonna collect this gold and then I'm going to get the hell out of here. It's fine, chat. Everything's okay. Just because the ghost split in 4 does not mean that we were not well prepared for the situation at hand. Everything's fine. Everything is so fine. We're so back. Okay. Just send it. Dude, it's gonna be so great when this video goes live on YouTube in like 10 years. If I have paste, I face, so I don't face. That's not correct. There's no... Actually, no, this still works. This works, but it requires an extra bomb. That's fine. Because you gotta put the bomb here, and then hit it once, and then a bomb here. Is this accurate? I feel like I completely borked this up, but that's okay. Everything's fine. This'll work. This'll so work. It would be hilarious if when you stopped making videos, you just posted your entire Spelunky backlog. You're laughing? I don't hate the idea. The issue is, there's like a very, very low chance that when I stop recording, I would care enough to. It's like when I stop, I'm probably just like, it's because I'm done with this crap. Not because I'm done with the recording part of this crap. It would be years of content, that's fair, yeah. I could post like a Spelunky episode a week, dude. No lie, my backlog for Spelunky right now, I could post one Spelunky video per week, and I would probably still have videos through like 2027 right now. Which is so messed up. I mean, that is actually like so messed up. Funny, but messed up. Okay. Anyway, oh my god, dude, I read chat instead, and I almost got smushed. Alquamiu, thank you so much for the subscription. Very much appreciated. Well, if you set up 3 weeks of content for summer of 2028, that would be so funny, man. I mean, honestly, like, it really would be completely hysterical for me to just prep content that far in advance. Because I'm gonna tell you, there's like, I don't want to start getting into like the depressing conversation of when I would end up quitting YouTube. There is a close to 0% chance that I am still making content in summer of 2028. Like, there's no chance. There's no way. So that's definitely one of those, like, it would be so funny to watch the comments in 2028 when I post those. If I set it up today. Sag? It's not Sag, to be honest. There's no chance that you'd be watching me in 2028 either. Y'all can say that you would be, but there's like no way. Thank God, honestly. Orbital, you and I both know that, like, you and I are both gonna stop creating content. And that's because we're gonna be, like, on a beach in Monaco. Together, living our best life. Retired at the age of 35 because we, did nothing but work during our 20s. Like, you know how it goes. I probably won't be watching you in 2025. I mean, I think that that's completely fair. Anybody here that says they would be watching me in 2025 is probably lying to themselves. And I know that it's messed up for me to say that, but like, it's just how it works. Do you know how many people have come and gone in my channel over time? I mean, like, sure, some of you have stuck around. People like Fam have been subscribed to me for 100 years. You know, some of you are approaching like 3-4 years following the channel. Some of you are not. Some of you have been here for like 6 months. Some of you only got like a year under your belt. But the reality is, it's just how content creating goes. And it's how human beings go. You end up where you really like a streamer for a certain amount of time, and then eventually you just stop. It was the same with me. I used to watch every video that Generic B posted. Back when I was very into Minecraft. Do you know what Generic B is doing today? Like, seriously, do you know what he's doing today? Because I literally don't know. I have absolutely no clue what he's doing. Because I stopped caring about him 7 years ago. Minecraft still doesn't surprise me. Although I did stop watching him because he stopped playing Minecraft. But it's just how life goes. People lose interest in things. And sometimes they regain interest in things. That's the wild part. I mean, I know I've talked about like my inspirations on YouTube and stuff in the past, but like my main inspiration for making a YouTube channel the way that I made my YouTube channel is B000100. The whole reason that I'm gonna die in here, dude. There's like absolutely no chance I live. Dude, how many times have I lost the Ankh underwater here? It's an alarming number of times. It's such an alarming number of times. But anyway, my channel, the whole reason that I found Isaac is from B000100. So that's several years back that happened. Then, you know what happened after I got into my Isaac phase? I kind of just stopped watching B00 because he stopped playing Isaac. And then, you know what happened like 3 years ago? I started hardcore watching Hermitcraft again. And realizing that, oh, I freaking love B-dubs again. Sometimes you just come back to what you liked before. It's just how it goes. I will leave, I think. I really don't need the... I mean, I can psycho skip. Dude, let's psycho skip. There's no reason not to psycho skip. This run is kind of washed anyway. Since we lost the Ankh. If we're psycho skipping, I don't need the thing either, so... This all comes nicely. Let me through. I didn't see that spike in my head. I did not see that spike in my head. Which is an interesting dilemma. This is also an interesting dilemma. Okay, I leave. Clone the turkey? No, I'll be holding on to the clone gun for the rest of my life. No. Don't. What's your problem, brother? I love B-dubs vids. Yeah, me too. He's a great content creator. I aspire to be as talented as him. in content creation. Just a brilliant dude. With more artistic talent in his pinky than I do in my entire body. Alright, we do not need to go inside the place if we do not want to. I do want to drop off the clone gun though. So give me a bomb here. Ask Wells to join Hermitcraft. I'm not going to do that, but I will tell you that that was one of the weirdest experiences of my life. To be in a call with Wells on a Thursday and for him to be like, hey, gotta go, the Hermitcraft meeting is right now. And I was like, what? It was such a wild, like, worlds collide moment for me. Wells is a good dude. It's been a while since I've chatted with him, but we had some fun with some Isaac stuff. Dude, where the hell is this, There it is. Okay. Drop you off. I am still going to go inside because, well, that's okay. This is my stealth bomber era. I'm in my stealth bomber era. Give me this. I'm ready to go inside and commit war crimes. Where are you? Okay. How? I don't know how he didn't die from the initial one, if I'm perfectly honest. I also don't have the Kapala, which kind of sucks. But that's okay. That's okay. Give me the ropes. We love the ropes. And then we leave. I enjoy nothing more than the waddle of the Yetis. The waddle of the Yetis sounds like a remix of... It's like if somebody tried to remake Game of Thrones but made it all about penguins instead. And it was called, like... Game of... Look, the brain is moving significantly too slow today. It's too slow. I don't know. I didn't even know where that one was going. Okay. We out. Goodbye. Game of your mama. Yep. That's the one. I think you nailed it. It's like real messy in here, boys. Oh, I need to leave. We were one wrong movement away from those aliens just wapowing us back and forth and back and forth. It would have been muy necesito. I take for no reason. Okay, goodbye. I freaking hate it in here, man. Don't. Why does this floor have to just suck so much? Like, it's just actively the worst every time. That's doing jank stuff. You're doing jank stuff. There is a Kali altar, which is awesome. Oh, you killed my person. You're gonna give me some bombs. Thank you. Okay. Okay. The first one, obviously, is not correct. It's the second one that's correct. So the first one, you sack. What the frick? Okay. Dude, we killed a Kali altar earlier. Kali's gonna be pissed at me. The third one is always the correct one. It halves your favor doing that. Okay. Okay, yeah, fair enough. I think that's pretty fair. Goodbye. I probably should have grabbed the Ushma Boosh. We're psycho skipping. It's fine. You need not be concerned, okay? You need not be concerned. You line them up. Oh, but there's a Kali altar on this floor too, dude. We could commit war crimes inside of there and then sack all the bodies. There's a lot of stuff you could sack on this floor, dude. I'm gonna tell you, unfortunately, and you can't take them in. Yeah, that's a good point. I can't, I don't know if I can do it, man. I don't think I got it in me to kill them all. Like, I don't have pace and I don't have a gun. I do not think it's so easy. I think that it's like real hard. I think that falls under the very difficult. Oh, never mind. I could kill this guy. Okay. Let the bodies hit the floor, baby. This is what you... Oh, why the hell are you here? Oh, you're the guy that guards it normally. That's fair. He'll die. I'm not worried about him. It's fine, chat. It's so fine. Is there a lad down here? Nope. Okay. Sure. This allows us to get a little freaky. It's just the Kapala is worth it, man. There's a very downstairs one, but he's trapped. That's okay. There is definitely like a low chance we get the Kapala from this. But if we did, then it was so worth it. Like, it would, right here, Kapala energy. Oh! Things you love to see. I'd never go down there. Okay. Now, keep in mind, there's potentially still a lad floating around in here. So just be a little cautious. If there is a lad here, get out of here. He's down there. Leave. Get out of here. Okay. Everything's fine. I've never felt more fine about a scenario. This is, look, you gotta prep for the fall. I understand that it's weak sauce, but you have to do it. Hey, Padre Tress, thank you. Thank you so much for the 10 months in a row. As someone who's never played Spelunky 2, what is the Cosmic Ocean? What is the Cosmic Ocean, you ask? It's only the peak of gaming. The pinnacle of all things gaming and in-gaming. Okay. Is that the highest it can go? Hey, Leo, thank you. There we go. Okay. It's been a little bit since we've done this, so I'm not promising much. I am not promising much. That was definitely the time to go. That's okay. We wait. Oh, Observatory, thank you so much for gifting the sub. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. It's okay. That's okay. Shotgun's having a bad time, dude. That one's gonna hurt. That was a good try. Psycho skip ain't easy, dude. They don't make it easy on you. Anyway, that's gonna do it for that one. Thanks so much for watching. Bye bye.